punching through waves on the way out is what it's all about.
Great venue, Stockton Beach. The Navy sponsorship's been terrific and the organisation's been great. And for us personally, we've had a pretty good weekend.
Working together as a team and just that sense of accomplishment when you come back in after working so hard, it really is not easy. But yeah, everyone's trying hard, so you've got to put in 100% all the time.
I used to Stillwater row and gave that up, and mate, who doesn't want to go down to the beach, do what they love and hit some waves?
It's time for the women to hit the water for the under-23 semi-finals. Here are the highlights from semi-final number 1 Wilco, Corrimal, North Cottesloe, Tannum Sands and Austinmere lining up in this one. Again, top 3 going through to the final.
That's right, as you've mentioned, not so much if you win or not, it's make sure you don't come last. You don't want to get knocked out. It makes little things like the start there. You saw Corrimal in the Bellambi boat just jumping over a wave there, washing a bit of speed off. It makes it all that more important to make sure you get the boat up and running smoothly, nice and relaxed, comfortable. If you can do that, you can hopefully stay away from that dreaded 4th position.
At the turn, it was Austinmere, Tannum Sands and North Cottesloe. They skipped out to a nice lead, left Corrimal with plenty of work to do and in danger of dropping out of this semi-final. But a very good race there by the Austinmere crew, just cruising over the line to book themselves a spot in this final. A very good crew from the south coast of New South Wales.
Yeah, Jack Patterson, one of the best sweeps in the country, getting the girls across the line very easily.
The Corrimal crew, they were 4th at the turn, couldn't get themselves back in the race and they were eliminated.
I think we like the wind a little bit more than the flat conditions. That's my opinion. I think the girls are pretty confident in any. So just getting the business in, we put a couple of nice patches together when the water was good for us and we sort of made a little bit of gap on the other crews then. We've all been around the can at the same time, so we've got to all turn up and, you know, if things have been nice to you on the water, you know, these girls have got the speed to win it.
Semi-final number 2, we saw the South Narrabeen Shovel, Wollongong Victorious, Collaroy Squealers and the Palm Beach Pups. They were the crews that lined up. Palm Beach got themselves into a little bit of trouble there early, Wilco.
It can be very costly at this level to get yourself sideways in the break there. Fortunately for Palm Beach, they've got the ability, they've got the leg power to catch that back up.
So it was Collaroy who got themselves out off the beach nicely. Next to them, Palm Beach struggled a little bit. Wollongong and South Narrabeen at the northern part of the course, they had the better of the early race here. South Narrabeen, in fact, had about a half boat length lead as they went through the gates the first time. Wollongong right next to them, they were in the mix early as well.
The girls from the Steel City, Wollongong City Beach there, actually did a really good job. They stayed nice and relaxed and comfortable there and got a really good rhythm, good run on the boat all the way out to the turn.
As we head into the turn now, it is the crew from Wollongong. They got themselves round in first. South Narrabeen and Palm Beach, they turned virtually in unison in second place. And a great performance, Wilco, by Palm Beach to get themselves back into this race.
That is an absolutely huge row from those Palm Beach girls. To be sideways at the start, to lose 2 or 3 lengths or even 4 lengths, and to be back right up there on the leading boats at the turn is outstanding. Whether that will come back and bite them come the final remains to be seen.
Well, it came down to Collaroy and Palm Beach and South Narrabeen trying to pick up a wave to see if they can catch Wollongong. Collaroy and Palm Beach got themselves onto the runner. South Narrabeen, they fell off the back and that was costly in the end. They missed out on that top 4 spot and was eliminated from this semi-final. This is how we line up for the under-23 women's final. The Wollongong crew in alley 1, Palm Beach in 2, North Cottesloe Westerfeld in alley number 3, Austinmere in 4, Tannum Sands in 5, and the Collaroy Squealers, they will line up in alley number 6. Wilco, another great race coming up here. In fact, 3 of the interstate representatives lining up in this under-23 final.
That's right, New South Wales, Queensland and WA all have representative crews in this final. But let's not forget the likes of Austinmere, Wollongong City. Those girls rode exceptionally well in their semi-finals. As we're going to see here, we can see just a little bit of a wave in front of Western Australia, North Cottesloe, just climbing over that wave, as to on the right of screen, Austinmere, that hurt them. That probably took off about 2 or 3 lengths of speed here. They've got to get the boat up and running now, and looks like Wollongong and Palm Beach have got the best of this start after missing those waves off the beach.
Yeah, once again, the crews at the northern end of the course, they seem to be getting the better of the start as they head out. It is Wollongong closest to screen, followed by Palm Beach. Palm Beach just got them their nose in front. At the other end of the course, in alley number 6, that is the Collaroy Squealers. finished third in their semi-final earlier on today, but again these conditions deteriorated a little, facing much different conditions as they head into this final.
The winds come up. Gavin Scott, the sweep there of Coleroy, fresh from a victory in the under-23 men's. He's just been out in these conditions. He knows what it's like. He knows how heavy the wind is and what the boat needs, and also what the girls need, how they need to adjust their rating, the length of stroke. All these things, all these factors will come into play as they get closer and closer to the turn.
Bumpy conditions here, well and truly at Stockton Beach for the final of the under-23 women's North Cottesloe girls. We can see there a few heavy chops that they've got to battle through. Wilco, you spoke before about keeping the boat in the water. That's what they're trying to challenge. That's their biggest challenge we see right now.
And especially for a crew like this, the under-23 women. It's not an open male crew where every row weighs 100 kilos. Most of these girls are fairly light, and it's a real challenge punching into a 20 or 30 knot headwind of actually trying to keep the boat down. The girls physically haven't got the body weight to be able to sit the boat down in the water and drive it through the swells. As a result of that, the sweep then has to make sure that the crews vary the length of stroke, going from a half stroke out to a full stroke, back even to a three-quarter stroke, depending on what is in front of them, whether the boat is climbing, whether it's falling, or whether they're lucky enough to have some flat water in between these wind chops.
It is a long, hard slog out towards the cans. Wollongong closest to screen. They're battling out for a top 3 position at the moment as we head to the turning cans. The dark boat there, that is Ostermere, the Ostermere Blue crew. They will turn in first place, closely followed by the Western Australian crew, the North Cottesloe. The Western Australian representatives, they won the Under-23 Interstate Challenge, and they're going to be tough to beat on the way home. The Coleroy crew just turning now in 6th place. They've got plenty of work to do, but that is our race leader, North Cottesloe. As we said, the Under-23 Interstate Champions, Wilco, they're going to be tough to beat.
That's right, you hear the sweep, they're yelling at it and trying to get as much drive through here. See the swells just in front of the bow of the boat there, picking up speed. As a result, the boat's lifting and really driving away on that runner.
Northcott's out in front. Right alongside them is the crew from Ostermere. Closest to screen, Wollongong City. They've got themselves onto a runner, and they are going to challenge the top 2 crews right now. But it is still North Cottesloe in the middle of the field. Right next to them is Ostermere. They are the 2 that are going to battle it out for these top 2 places. Ostermere gets themselves onto another run now, but drop off very quickly. North Cottesloe trying to keep that boat steady, trying to find themselves a runner once again. Ostermere got the oars in the water. They are driving hard as they head towards the beach. Wollongong not out of it yet. On the far side it is Coleroy and also Tannum Sands. But North Cottesloe, they've found themselves a runner as they've got close to the beach. Ostermere not out of this yet. They are stroking hard as well. They are the 2 crews that will battle it out as we get towards the line. New South Wales taking on Western Australia. North Cottesloe and Ostermere. Ostermere in the dark boat. That is North Cottesloe right now. They've found a little runner as they've got close to shore, and they are victorious in the Under-23 final. Just shading Ostermere. Wilco, what a final in the Under-23 women's.
Western Australia claiming it as they come across the line, but I'd say they'd have to go to a video. That was tighter than what the girls think.
And here is the result. It was North Cottesloe Westerfield who took out the Under-23 final. Ostermere Blue in second, followed by Wollongong, Palm Beach, Tannum Sands, Sweet Cheeks and Coleroy Squealers. They make up the 6.
It was a great race. It was pretty tight all the way out, and just runners on the way home helped us just sneak the lead.
Before we get to the final of the Under-19 men, Wilco, let's take a look back at semi-finals. Firstly, semi-final number 1, Northcote Boontars, Rowley Dim Sims, Bulleye Gold and Ocean Beach Hedemy. That's how they lined up in this one.
And for a semi-final, this is an absolutely cracking race. It's a really hard one. You're looking at the current New South Wales representative crew in Browley, last year's New South Wales reps in Bulleye. You're looking at the current Tasmanian reps that were drafted down to Tasmania, Ocean Beach, and also the Western Australian representative crew as well. 4 interstate representatives all battling it out, and this will take a lot of effort just to make it through this semi-final.
At the turn, there was very little between the top 3 teams. From the northern end of the course, North Cottesloe, Browley and Bulleye Gold. But not far behind them, the Ocean Beach Hedemy. Again, it is the top 3 crews go through. The 4th team gets eliminated, and this was a ding-dong battle all the way to the beach.
That's That's right. You see North Cottesloe there just pulling onto a nice run, a nice and relaxed, getting to sit there, relax it a little bit for even just 1 or 2 seconds. It allows you to refocus, reset yourself, and start that run at the line.
Certainly was tight racing, and at that point, North Cottesloe looked like they'd done enough to book themselves a place into the final, but their competitors, they did a fantastic job to get themselves over the line, and in the end, North Cottesloe was the crew eliminated.
It's sort of getting a bit better with our water. It's exactly the same as our beach that we train at. We're always training off our beach at Ocean Beach, where the state titles are going to be in New South Wales. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect for us. As soon as we turn the can, we're onto it, and yeah, we run it home beautiful.
Semi-final number 2 saw 3 Sydney crews in Mona Vale, South Curl Curl and South Narrabeen go up against the Tannum Sands crew. And again, Wilco, 4 very, very good young crews in this race.
That's right. As we've mentioned before, at this level, when you get down to the top 8, 2 semis of 4, there are no mugs left. Everyone here deserves their place. Everyone here is very fast, very fit, and it really comes down to who can make the best of these hard conditions.
We've seen a little bit of luck comes into play here today, particularly as the crews head back into the beach. But as they turned the cans here in the first half of this race, it was the crew from South Curl Curl, the Holy Crabs. They got around in first place, closely followed by Mona Vale. Tannum Sands turned in third, and it was the South Narrabeen crew had plenty of work to do as they turned the can.
That's right, plenty of work to do, and the biggest problem when you're behind is that you've got to make up such a bigger distance when you're coming home on those wind chops. What might only be 1 or 2 boat lengths going to sea, all of a sudden turns very quickly into 6 or 7 lengths.
Mona Vale hit the gate first on the way home, but South Curl Curl picked up a fantastic run there, and they have shot themselves into the lead. But the real race here, Wilco, is at the back of the field. Last team to the beach is the one eliminated.
And as we mentioned, 1 or 2 lengths on the way out to sea can very quickly and easily turn into 6 or 7 lengths on the way back home with the runners, with the waves, and that's pretty much what happened with South Narrabeen, unfortunately being eliminated.
Yeah, disappointing end for the weekend for South Narrabeen. They are out of the contest.
It was a struggle. Going out to those cans, that's where we really hit it hard, and that was the hardest part. But coming back in, it's a lot better with this win.
Semi-finals done and dusted. Now time for the under-19 final. South Curl Curl Holy Crabs, they will be in alley number 1. Mona Vale Rude Dudes in 2. Tannum Sand Trojans in 3. In alley number 4 is the Ocean Beach Heademy Bulleye Gold in 5. And in alley number 6, the Browley Dim Sims. Well, we'll go a couple of state representatives lining up in this one. Another crack field.
That's exactly right. They call them the young guns. By the time you get to this end of the weekend, the top 6 crews in Australia, again, we've said it before, there are no mugs left. Everyone here is exceptional at what they do, and this should be a really tight race. Saw Browley there, the current New South Wales representative crew, getting a big check off the start there. Rob Pollock putting his hand up in the air. That generally means he wants to have the start recalled. I don't think they're going to do that for them. That's tough luck for Browley.
Yeah, it is tough luck indeed. The winners of the Interstate Championship, the Browley crew from the under-19s, but Mona Vale at the moment, they got themselves out into a nice lead at the northern end of the course. Back down in alley number 5, that is the crew from Bulleye. They've had a good start as well, right alongside the Browley crew. Ocean Beach now in the middle. They're right alongside the Tannum Sands Trojans and also Bulleye Gold. Wilco, tough conditions as we can see once again. These crews punching into a bit of a wind, but also this has been a big weekend. Fatigue is really going to be a factor coming into these finals.
It is a huge factor. This is the 3rd day of racing. All these crews have been out racing neck and neck, battling it out in these type of conditions now. By the end of the 3rd day, everyone's sore, everyone's tired. It's going to be whoever makes the best of the conditions, whoever can get the best quality of stroke. When you see the boats bouncing up and down, if you get hit by a wave, as we saw Browley at the start there, you've got to make the best of that situation and really try to focus on getting the boat up and running again. And looks like Bulleye are doing exactly that out in front.
Yeah, they've been outstanding off the beach and right through the first half of this course. Bulleye Gold, 3 boat lengths back to Mona Vale in 2nd. Ocean Beach in 3rd. Coming in 4th at the moment is the South Curl Curl Holy Crabs, and that's them right now on the screen. Still very choppy conditions here at Stockton Beach as we head out to the cans.
The South Curly doing a great job to catch up. They just got to hit a little bit off the cans. We see Bulleye going around here. You notice the Bulleye sweep is left-handed. That means he gets to push the oar away from him. Much easier to turn and to run home on these swells, especially out of the turn, as opposed to South Curl Curl and the Mona Vale sweep, who both have to pull the oar into them.
You can see the lead there that Bulli has got, about 3 boat lengths. Plenty of runners on offer here, Wilco. If Bulli can find one here nice and early, this race could be all over very soon.
That's right. Bulli can't win it from here, but they can definitely lose it. If they rush, if they panic, the other crews will come back on. They need to keep a calm head. The 4 rowers and the sweep all need to stay relaxed and really try and work these swells, these runs, all the way back into the beach.
Bulli Gold from the south coast of New South Wales. Got a little bit of dead water there at the moment, but surging now, finding another little runner, as does Mona Vale. They've found themselves a runner too to keep themselves in this contest. It is still Bulli Gold out in front, Mona Vale in second, South Curl. They're trying to make some ground here, as does Ocean Beach. But we have got a fantastic contest as we head back through the gates. It is Bulli Gold still out in front.
Bulli Gold just sitting there relaxing on a runner. They'll try and get their breath back, only a couple of seconds break. They'll reset themselves and really try and charge at this line. Mona Vale trying to pull over to this run and really secure themselves that silver medal.
It's going to be all over though. A fantastic performance by Bulli Gold. They're going to head themselves into the beach. They know they've won it right now. And the under-19s from Bulli, they are our champions here in the Australian Open. The battle's still on for the minor placings. Mona Vale and Tannum Sands, also South Curl. They are the 3 crews that will go across the line, and we will have to go down to a photo finish for the minor placings. Another cracking final here at Stockton Beach. Here are the final results. Bulli Gold victorious, Mona Vale in second, Tannum Sands in third, South Curl relegated to 4th, Ocean Beach in 5th, and Bradley Dim Sims finished the final in 6th place. We have already had 4 outstanding finals here at Stockton Beach, but the 2 big ones to come, the Open Women's and Open Men's. It's time to take a break. You're watching the Navy Australian Open Championships.